Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Life Unfiltered with me. So recently we had our bigger kick-off meeting and kick-off event for the Women Leaders Network. I host and lead the Upper Highway cohort, the Hillcrest cohort. And we had an event at Kloof Harvest. It was Kloof Harvest Open Skies. All right. And it was absolutely incredible. My heart and Janine, who is the director for Africa, our hearts are to see, especially this year and especially in our cohorts, to see women transform their thinking so that they can step out into the true calling that the Lord has for them. And so that event had so much, there was such static in the atmosphere. It was sizzling. It was absolutely incredible. And so on this past Sunday, I was sharing, one of the ladies who had attended the event tapped me on the shoulder and asked me when the next event would be. And so I shared with her what the date was and what we have in store. See, I'm getting excited. My words are not wording today. And she shared with me that she had the most amazing time, felt inspired, felt all those things. However, does not see herself as a leader. Now, the Women Leaders Network is exactly that. It's an organization, it's a movement of like-minded female leaders locking arms, standing up for our leadership potential, investing in our leadership capacity and in the capacity of other female leaders, and with purpose, trying to raise up the next generation of female leaders. It's something that's really, really, leadership development and equipping is really close to my heart. And then doing it for ladies where I can straighten their crowns and they can straighten mine when I need to is just something extra. It's something extra special. And so when she shared with me that she didn't see herself as a leader, and that even though the content was great and she felt inspired and she was going to action some of that stuff, I asked her why. Like, what is it? What in your mind does leadership look like? And she said it's the traditional view of leadership. Someone in authority or at a high ranking level in an organization that has a lot of people beneath them that can serve the purpose. And although that might be a generally accepted definition of leadership, I think Craig Rochelle coined at one of the very early GLSs, leadership is influence. If this could be John C. Maxwell, it could be Bill Hybels, it could be Craig Rochelle. I'm not sure which one of these legends it was. The point is, leadership is influence. And that's something that's resonated with me. In my business, guys, I am a business consultant. So I don't necessarily have teams of people that I lead. I don't. I influence the teams and thinking of other organizations and the businesses that I serve. In church, do not necessarily have a leadership title or role with any level of real authority, but I get to influence through my way of being and through sharing my values and the me that is me and the me that Jesus has created with the world. I get to influence. And so when we start to recalibrate and reposition what we think leadership is, you do not need a title to influence. You do not need a team to influence. You do not need a big salary, a corporate job, a role in. You do not need any of those things to lead, to influence. If you're a mom and you're responsible for shaping the lives and the thinking, if you're a steward of the next generation, you're a leader. If you are single with no children, but you participate meaningfully at work with co-workers, or you play paddle on the weekend with mates, you have influence, and so you get to lead. And it's when we consider leadership as influence that we are called to take that thing seriously, to take leadership seriously and invest in our ability to lead effectively for change. Because ultimately, influence is not static, right? We either influence on purpose or we are influenced. There is no middle ground. There's no lukewarm. There isn't a middle. Dis reg of verkeerd. And the same, it's when applied to leadership, it's the same. We can either with purpose lead ourselves into the future we want, with intent, with deliberacy, with consistency and focus, or we can't, or we just exist. And so my call to you, young leader, seasoned leader, never mind, I was going to say something I shouldn't say. I was going to tease, but I shouldn't tease. Some leadership curious. First and foremost, acknowledge that you have influence in whatever area of life, whatever walk, whatever level of life you find yourself in. You have the starting point in developing, unlocking your leadership potential is to acknowledge that you have leadership potential, and that whether you choose to or not, you are currently leading through influence in your environment. And now that you know that, when you acknowledge that, now you can start to say, okay, I get it. I want to develop this influence. I want to develop this leadership. I want to contribute to the next generation. I want to change my community. I want to input into my society. And so now what do I need to do to be a better version of me? To hone in my skills, to challenge my thinking, to expose myself to other thought leaders around different topics, so that I can be the best version of me and inspire other people to step into their leadership and their influence. Guys, I'm so passionate about this. If you don't disqualify yourself from the arena of leadership because you don't think you fit some sort of traditional mold of what that needs to be. If you have a beating pulse, you are either influenced or you have influence. And if you have influence, in any shape, any way, shape or form, whether you're 9, 19 or 99, 19 to 99 is a big jump. You are a leader. You, the you that is you, are a leader. And if you take that seriously, then you also have a challenge and you have a call to aim higher, to develop your leadership capabilities, to invest in yourself, to own it. Don't shy away from the thing that has been put inside of you. Our gifts, our talents, our influence is not for us. It is through us for others. It will always be that. It always has been, always will be, and is. Don't disqualify yourself from the arena of leadership. You are called to lead from wherever you are. From wherever you are. All of the mistakes you've made, all of the failures, all of your shortcomings, all of that stuff adds to the good bits. It adds to the good bits of what you can give. The learnings, the comings through of those things add to the good bits that you can bring to this world. And so I want to, in this very short, snackable little update, I want to call you, I want to challenge you, I want to inspire and motivate you to step into your leadership calling, to influence on purpose, to saturate your thinking in the thinking of greats, so that everything that you have learned, everything you've experienced, all of those lessons, all of the gifts that are you will not be in vain or go to waste, but that it'll be through you for others on purpose. Guys, we're all called to lead. I can't wait to see how you step into your leadership journey. Don't forget, like, subscribe, click on the notification bell. More coming next week. Have a great week ahead.